I think I just want to add, if that's the formula admitted by the senator, that when the experience in the agitation is high, then it is high time we have a law, even we amend the constitution, to read that public officers, leaders like him, they go to public hospitals and they take their children to public schools. Then things will work very well. Because they'll see what Kenyans go through when they go to Kenyatta Hospital. They see it when they go to Jaramogi Oginga Odinga Hospital, or Level 5, or Bongoma, where you go there, you are injected with, you are being, the child is being, how do we call it? They're giving the injections, and they get paralyzed. So actually it should have been the governor's people. Then they say, hey. So at that rate, I recommend that we need as a country to enforce a law where leaders use our public facilities.
Okay, Senator, but why do we have to have a situation whereby it's only after, it's like a knee-jerk reaction, just like the one that you quoted. We have a reaction because a leader's
That's
child.
exactly what I'm saying. It doesn't have to be. That's why I'm saying whether with or without those victims. In fact, most of the human rights agitation happens because the majority of those who are most disenfranchised in society, most dispossessed, most oppressed, are the ones who suffer the double jeopardy of ill treatment. So that's why people always agitate on account of the majority. But then what happens, the policymakers and duty bearers don't see the need for it. I was being informed that Ole Tiptip, Ole Tiptip was Minister for Home Affairs, and he was told to improve the conditions of jail. He didn't do it. When he became a jailbird himself, he said he wished he had improved the conditions of jail at that time. So what happens is, most of this agitation happens, but it is the policymakers who sometimes are averse to these types of agitations. So when so suddenly tragedy strikes them, or something strikes them hard, then they become now more conscious of that fact. So for me, it's never based on the majority. I've said, in fact, I've said it even in Parliament many a times, that we must pass legislation that if you, how can you be the Minister for Education, how can you be the CEC for Education in your county, and then not take the people to the same schools, your kids, that you supposedly preside over as minister? How can you be my Professor Nyong? How can you be Beth Mugo and not go to Kenyatta National Hospital for chemotherapy when you suffer cancer? And yet at that time, both of you are the ministers for health simultaneously. So these are some of the contradictions we have in this society. This society and this politics is skewed against the poor and the weak. And that's why we need to have basic standards, or people who relate with some of the struggles of the poor. And I think once we start humbling political leaders, they start to relate a little more with the struggles of those
they begin to at least identify with what is happening.